Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this week's video, I'm going to talk to you guys all about how I entertain my dog Brylie while I'm living abroad here in the Pearl, Qatar. There are actually a surprising number of people that have dogs here, especially in the Pearl. And considering that the import process was actually pretty simple when I came with Brylie, I guess that's not a huge surprise. It's become more complicated since then as far as the pre-work you have to do to get here. But when I came, it was really simple. All you needed was an import permit, which you could work with a local vet here to get, and then a letter from your vet. Basically, I come from the US, and so you get a letter from the USDA to export your pet with you, and then yeah, that's pretty much all you need. You just pay the airline fee and your dog can come. There's no quarantine period, and you pick them up right at the airport once you get off the plane. So a lot of people that live in the Pearl have dogs that are fairly small, which makes sense because everyone pretty much lives in a high-rise, and it's a lot easier if you have a small dog just coming in and out of the building and as far as exercise is concerned. But there are quite a few people that also have larger dogs. Like I've seen a bunch of golden retrievers, some huskies, and then some mixes like my dog Brylie. And Brylie is a very high energy dog. She has a lot of energy. So most people that have dogs here use just normal walks as their main form of exercise for their dog. And that's what I've been doing with Brylie as well, at least since I've moved here. But I recently got a car, so I wanted to take her out and about a little bit more to get rid of some of that excess energy and hopefully make her a little bit calmer on the weekends at least. So there are two activities that came to mind when I was thinking of things to do with Brylie, and these are great to do in Qatar, but you could also apply them pretty much to anywhere that you live. If you have a high energy dog, you have to get a little bit creative sometimes if you live in an apartment and you're trying to exercise them to get out all of that energy. And honestly, it's kind of activities that you would probably only end up doing on the weekends, but it's a good supplement for your daily walks during the week, and I think Brylie enjoyed all of these activities, so I will show them to you now. So the first activity we tried out is biking, and this is something I did with Brylie back when we lived in New Orleans. You can do this activity with any bike that you have, and all you have to do is get this special dog attachment, and I got mine from a company called Walkie Dog. So all you do is attach it to the seat post to your bike, and then it gives you this extendable arm that basically acts to hold your dog out on the side while you're biking so that they don't get in front of your wheels or yeah, pretty much distract you from biking. And this attachment works really well. Brylie is a terrible dog for walking on a leash. She pulls, she jerks, she jumps everywhere. If she sees a bird or a cat, she just runs for it. And I have so far never had any issues with her pulling me over on the bike. Once you get moving, all that like momentum from the bike, and this also has like a spring-loaded mechanism in the actual arm itself. So all that coupled together makes it a very sturdy arrangement, and I don't feel unsafe biking with her, and it's a great way for her to get out all of that excess energy. We'll be biking and she'll just be running, and she can pretty much pull me, and then I just like ride on the brakes, and if we're going too fast I just pull back and tell her to like slow down, and then if not we just coast along. And it's a great way to get a lot of her energy out. And I ended up riding just on the sidewalk here just to stay out of the way of traffic, but we drove out to an area of the Pearl that there is not a lot of pedestrians or not a lot of dogs around, and so we pretty much had the whole sidewalk to ourselves. I didn't run into anyone the whole time we were going. We went pretty early in the morning just to stay out of people's way, but it was a nice little exercise. And afterwards she just went and sunbathed out on the porch for a few hours, so I think it worked pretty well. that we did was go to the dog beach. So here in Qatar, there is a beach in the town of Wakra, which is considered the dog-friendly beach. It's not officially a dog beach, but a lot of people that have dogs bring them there, and you can let your dog off leash, and it's like one area where your dog can just run around and just, yeah, get their energy out and have fun. So going out there, you do have to be aware of the tides, because apparently we went out when it was low tide, so we didn't experience this, but apparently during high tide the water actually comes up really far. So if you park somewhere, your car could potentially get flooded as you're out there in the ocean. So definitely pay attention to the tides when you go out there. But yeah, all you need is a car to get there. I don't actually think you really necessarily need a four-wheel drive car, but it definitely helps just being able to park closer to the beach or on the beach. There was a few dogs already there. There was a lot of activity on the weekend. It does get pretty crowded, but most of the people were just sitting on the shore. So if you're out there wading through the water, like, you're not really gonna run into anyone. As long as your dog doesn't run off onto the shore, you should be fine. And yeah, so I just took Brylie out. We just walked from, there's a few little sandbars when the tide's like halfway in, so you can walk between the sandbars. Your dog can wade in the water and run after seagulls or whatever they like. I bought a tennis ball, so Brylie and I played fetch for a little bit. And yeah, pretty much just enjoy the beach in the morning. I definitely recommend going in the morning because it does get fairly hot midday, and you're kind of just out there you're out there exposed to all of the sun and the elements. So either bring a hat or I guess go out early in the morning. Also bring lots of fresh water, because Brylie kept trying to drink the salt water, which I do not think was a good idea. So I tried to stop her from doing that, and then also had fresh water available for when she was thirsty. But yeah, overall, she definitely really enjoyed that. She was passed out like the rest of the afternoon, so I was very happy about that, and I think she really enjoyed going to the beach. Activities that I've tried with Brylie so far here in Qatar, and I plan on trying to do some more things in the future, and definitely doing these two again. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a like below, and also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos about my life in Qatar. I put out new videos every Sunday, or at least I try to, so definitely subscribe if you're interested, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys!